The market is down, you are panicking, but guess what? The market is about to even go lower. So prepare yourself and watch this video till the end. What's up guys, Amar here. The market is down. I warned you all that this could happen, and it happened. Now guess what? The market could still fall lower, and if it happens, which I think it will, altcoins will bleed massively. They will even bleed more. Now, you can see the good thing in it or the bad thing in it. That's fully up to you, but I see the positive in it. Now, before I start, guys, as usual, make sure to leave a like, leave a subscribe. I'm almost actually at 600 subscribers now, which I didn't expect after my last video. If you didn't watch my last video on how to take profits and when to take profits in 2025, make sure to go watch it. This whole video, that one simple video, might really just change your fucking life. Simple as that. Just watch it. It's 30 minutes long. It's me screaming like a fucking retard, but it's a useful video. I've seen that people are very, very happy with it. Why? Because the video makes fucking sense. Everything that I say makes fucking sense. Now let's just get into it. Again, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It helps the algorithm. Let's just start. First of all, the market is down. The only thing you had to fucking do was watch this post that I placed 3 days ago on Instagram. If you do not follow me on Instagram, you're missing out, because this is where I scream the most. Placed a ridiculous amount of stories, and I will soon go live on Instagram as well. So make sure to follow me there, because you will hear me scream what is happening in the markets. Like a little 6-year-old, that's how I will be screaming. Now the only thing I had to do was read this part. So we're in the optimism phase, which is very clear. However, there's a bearish side to the optimism phase as well. The reason is simple. People become too optimistic because, again, optimism, too optimistic. Logical, right? I know. And the market tends to reverse in these scenarios to take the optimism away. Now, it doesn't take the optimism fully away, but it takes the optimism away for people who are now scared that the market will fall lower, or a bear market is starting again, or whatever. But seasoned investors do know better, and again, I do still think that we will go a lot higher, because the alt season didn't even start, but that's for another video. I'm making a video about that soon. So don't worry, I got you. But now let's first talk about Bitcoin and what we can expect. So, in technical perspective, Bitcoin might become more bearish. But the only thing that's lasting for Bitcoin to become bearish is for us to break below this zone here of $95,000. If we break below $95,000 and start to reject it, we will head lower. First target is obviously here at 87,000. But I do expect that we will fall lower and head towards the $80,000 to $78,000 levels. Why? I already explained this before. If you go to the BTC CME futures chart, there's a pretty nice gap right here. Gaps tend to be refilled, so I do expect that the dip incoming will send us towards this level at least, and perhaps even let us spike lower. Now, if this spike lower happens, people will panic, because if we spike lower, there's a high chance that we will retest around $70,000 to $65,000. It's a theory that I have. Why? Structural zones and blah blah blah. I will not get too much into detail for that. But if it happens, altcoins will just collapse. This is for Bitcoin from this point on, towards my target at least, already a 20% drop. Now, if Bitcoin drops 20%, expect altcoins to fall with 40-50%. Now, if we fall here, let's say a good 30%, altcoins will spike massively with a 70%, 60% drop, guaranteed. So that's something to look out for. And as for now, many people ask me, what are you doing? Well, guess what? I'm sitting on cash right now. I don't say that I sold everything or whatever, don't get me wrong. But I'm not investing right now. I did buy this dip a little bit. Obviously, I would be dumb if I didn't. But I still do have cash aside for when we fall lower, when this momentum happens, because that is something that I'm anticipating on. Now, if we quickly look at Bitcoin dominance made this upside momentum again, showing that Bitcoin is still the market leader. And I do still expect that this will go higher towards this zone. Or perhaps if we break above this, if Bitcoin really spikes down towards the bearish targets of $70,000 to $65,000, we could even still go up to the 63% for Bitcoin dominance. But as if for now, I do expect that we will at least retest this zone here because it's a structural zone, structural break, no retest, it all makes sense. And from there on, we could or head lower or just spike higher before heading lower. It's as simple as that. So overall, the market still does look good. But this just comes with opportunities, guys. Like, look at it. Look at it. By the way, the only thing you had to do besides reading this fucking post is join my my Discord. Join my Discord community. And this was already, we already talked about it. I already made multiple videos. For example, where is it? Here. I did somewhere requests. Where is it? Yeah, exactly here. Where I said that most altcoins are facing a resistance, a big resistance, that they can see downside momentum at any second that Bitcoin decides to go bearish. And guess what happened? It did. Everything happened like I expected it would. The only thing you had to do was join my Discord community, which again, my public Discord community, which again is linked down below somewhere. And you'll be very happy with it. Why? Because I literally give you a silver spoon. Not the full golden spoon, obviously not, but a very, very good silver spoon with a little bit of gold sparkles on there. Because I want you to win. I want you to do this whole fucking bull run successfully. I don't want you to end up losing once again in this bull run, because a lot of you will hopefully make life-changing money. And if you lose that opportunity again, and if you lose that momentum again, then I think it will become very, very hard for you to do a cycle like this once again. Now, it doesn't mean that I turn fully bearish either. There's still so much bullish momentum going on, and cycle-wise, again, my favorite chart that I made myself, where is it? 1 second. There we go. And cycle-wise, it does make sense for Bitcoin to see some lower momentum incoming. Just completely makes a lot of sense. So be aware of that. If I look back in the past, it still looks like Bitcoin is still following its similar pattern. For the bull market, some dumps will come along the way. But overall, we still do look fine. So buy the dip. That's the biggest opportunity, the biggest advice that I can give you. Buy the current dip that we are in right now, but if Bitcoin does decide to head lower again in the next coming weeks or so, use it. Do not panic, because that will be the dip that you want to buy. Because again, guys, altcoins, 95% of them didn't even break their all-time high yet. They still have to really pump. Alt season is not even here yet. So this dump is an opportunity. Look at this right now, minus 17%, 15%, 14%, 15%, 19%, 11%. These are all nice discounts. And I use an analogy that I'm telling to my 6-year-old cousins. Do you prefer to have a fucking jacket at $100, or do you prefer to pay for the same fucking jacket $1,000? I think it's logical that we all like to have a discount. No matter how rich you are, I think everybody does appreciate a good discount. So when a discount comes in the markets, I take it. I take these opportunities. It's logical. Why? Because cycle-wise, altcoins didn't do nothing just yet. So be very, very aware of that. Use this momentum and use the future bearish momentum that's about to come, hopefully, in your advantage, because it gives you so much better entries. If you still didn't enter, or if you're thinking about entering right now, make sure to still keep some cash aside. Still, in anticipation for a crash. It will really do yourself a good thing. Now, let's talk a little bit about the fear and greed index. Why I also do think that we will still go lower. It's because we are still, regardless of the dump, in extreme greed. For the market to continue higher, we need fear. It's as simple as that. And fear happens in a bull market as well. We need to scare investors away. So hence that's why we could still spike towards the $70,000 to $65,000 levels. It just all makes sense. You have to know that these market makers, to call them like that, want to win. They want you to lose, and they themselves obviously want to win. They need fear. Why do they need fear? Because it means that retail, or the retail that joined during the pump moments, is starting to leave and starting to be scared. And basically they use a simple analogy of buy blood in the streets. Buy the blood. It's as simple as that. Now to continue. Russia just legalized Bitcoin mining. Bullish. Supply shock. A full supply shock is incoming. Freaking fucking bullish. Today, a massive wealth platform with $250 billion in clients' assets approved the Bitwise Bitcoin ETF. Bullish. Just in, publicly traded AI firm Genius Group adopts Bitcoin as primary treasury asset. Plans to acquire an initial $120 million of Bitcoin. Bullish. Amazon shareholders propose 5% Bitcoin treasury. Bullish. Note that all this bullish news means that these people want to buy in cheap. They do want to buy in cheap, despite Michael Saylor and BlackRock and all whatnot buying in right now. They do like fucking discounts as well. Get that in your fucking minds. Do not be stupid. They like discounts as well. If they have the chance to buy Bitcoin at, let's say, $70,000 or $80,000 instead of $100,000, guess what? They will fucking do it. These people are not dumb. Do not forget, these people are really not dumb, even though we might sometimes think they are because they said so many stupid things around the past few years about Bitcoin and crypto itself. But now they are all joining and they are manipulating the market in some shape, way, or form, in my opinion. So use the momentum that is about to come. That's the only thing that I can say. You do not have to overcomplicate it. So many legit projects like Litecoin, for example, Uniswap, Link, they are all down quite a lot, and they do provide you a good ROI in this upcoming bull market. Like Litecoin is an easy X2, X3, easily. Uni is easily an X3, X5. Link could definitely still do an X4, X5 at least. So many of these coins are still good to explode, guys. So many of them. So use this in your advantage. And if more downside momentum comes, guess what? Use it as well, because it will be your last fucking chance. As for now, like I said, we remain in greed, which is not always the best thing. And they want fear. Why do they want fear? Because they want to win and they want to buy what the panic sellers are selling. It's as simple as that. Before I end this video, let's also take a look quickly at total. Right? Total here. Let's go to the weekly. Again, guys, related to my Instagram post, it all made sense to see some lower momentum. We are still way too optimistic. We had great bearish momentum the past, 4 or 5 weeks. It's logical that price tends to cool down sometimes. It's very logical. It's healthy. Do not forget that corrections in Bitcoin and in the market in general are very healthy. Now, in quick technical perspective, what do I need for total to explode? Is a break back above 3.5 trillion. If we break back above the zone, we will climb higher. And my analogy, or my theory of Bitcoin going lower towards my targeted levels will be short-term invalidated. Overall, as long as we do remain below this level here and we can from here on start to reject, we will start to fall lower, and this will just take the whole market with it. That's why I'm sitting on cash aside to use the upcoming dip in my favor. Because as I said before, in my opinion, this was just a test dump. Alright guys, I hope this video helped. I know this was a little bit of a bearish video, but believe me, later this week, maybe even tomorrow already, I like to make YouTube videos anyway. I will release a bullish video as well about alt season. So make sure to pay attention. All right, guys, see you in the next one.